Yo, what up, squad? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, yo, I'm just out here. I usually come. Yo, this is my spot. Check this out. See that sunset? Y'all know what up. This is straight across. This is across the road from my house. So it's across the road from my house, but a little bit. A few minutes walk up the river. So I usually come here when I'm, reminiscing, shit like that. Listen to some dope sounds, blaze a joint, all of that. It's a dope place, bro. It's like, just chill, you know what I mean? So you get your mind right, all that shit. Sometimes, bro, you gotta do that, right? So, I used to do this back in the days when I was gangbanging, you know what I mean? I gangbanged for 26 years and spent 17 years of that in prison. You know what I mean? And every now and again, the bros, the homies would come out. They'd come out the back to find me, and I'd be chilling at the back by myself, headphones on. You know what I mean? It's a self-reflection, bro. I call it self-reflecting. You know what I mean? But sometimes, bro, you gotta take a step out of your, not even out of yours, bro, but out of the world, and try to look at it from the outside. Look at where you're at, your position, all of that, and you do it. You self-reflect even when there's nothing going on, even during, even when everything's all kosher and everything's all smooth. You do it anyway, because, like, you know what I mean? You never know, bro. Like, sometimes you step back and you look at your shit and you think, holy fuck, bro, I'm moving way too fast, bro. Better pull back on them pedals, you know what I mean? Shit like that. You start like noticing the shit that would have gone over your head if you weren't, you know what I mean, if you weren't paying attention, kind of shit. So, always take some time to self-reflect and shit. It's good for you, bro. That's some real nigga shit. Especially, like, if you live in the fast lane. If you're living in the fast lane and, like, you know what I mean, you might be hustling, you might be, whatever it is, bro. Gang banging, you might be doing all of that. Even being a rapper and shit. Even being a rapper. Like, if any of these rappers and shit, bro, take a step back sometimes. Look at your circle. Look at who's just come into your circle. Look at who's kept you. Like, look at who's treating you right. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, bro, people will play, the dodo game, bro. It's playing the part because you might have what they need or for whatever reasons, bro. And you won't notice that because the face value shit is usually how you judge people. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's good to step back, reevaluate your shit, judge where you're at, check yourself if you have to. You know what I mean? There's no one that can check yourself better than you can, bro. For real. Self-realization is huge. It's huge. This is where I come, this is where I chill. It's my little spot. It's my little spot. I know. Y'all niggas are sitting there like, yo, you fucking hell, bro. Is that across the road from your crib? Hell yeah, it's across the road from my crib, man. And on the other side of my house, 2 streets away is the beach. So here we are on the river. This is across the road, like directly across the road kind of thing. But a little bit up. Like, I mean, I could go sit on the river across the road from my house just there. But I like the jetty because you get to sit out on the water and shit. Yeah, sunset, bro. Get that panorama shit. Get that panorama view. And on the other side of my house is the beach. You can't see them down here because we're below the tree line, but behind the trees you can see the mountains and shit. So it's pretty dope. Pretty dope spot. Yo, and this shit that's going on with Hey, by the way, this is just some random topics I'm bringing up too, because I was just chilling listening to music and I thought, yo, I might make a video for the squad. Yo, this fucking war that's going on, bro. Crazy shit, bro. This nigga Putin is, bro, he's the modern day Hitler. He's the modern day Hitler, dare I say their fucking name. But he's the modern day Hitler, bro. This is a dude that wants the countries of the world to be run by a dictatorship, you know what I mean? Those days are over, bro. The days of, handing the reins or the throne or the crown or whatever you want to fucking call it, the days of handing them over to your son and not having the people's voice, those days are long gone, cuz. Long gone, bro. We live in a world now, bro, with democracy. Democracy conquers, bro. And why does democracy conquer? Because democracy gives the power to the people, bro. You know what I mean? So, when people... That's what makes me laugh, bro. People bitch about the governments and shit. They're like, oh, fuck, like, a year after the elections, they're like, oh, fuck's sake, this government shit. They should have done this, and why are they doing that, and why they... Bro, motherfucker, you voted for them, nigga. And if you didn't vote for them, too bad. Like, too bad. That's what I think about the vaccine thing, too. So in New Zealand, there's huge protests going on at the moment, bro. Massive ones, right? For the anti-vaccine people. I'm not against the vaccine. I'm not even for the vaccine. I'm neither or, bro. I'm not really... It doesn't really bother me, bro. Right? It's like the influenza jab. It's like the influenza shot that you get when you're a kid. I never got them. My mum never took us to the doctors to get the influenza shots. But at some point in the past, the influenza pandemic, the flu pandemic, was worse than COVID. Right? So where I'm going with this, what I'm trying to get at is this. All the anti-vaccine people protesting, shaking their signs, blah, 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 all that shit. But next week they're all going to take their kids down to get the influenza jab. Oh shit! Because it's it helps build your immune system to the to influenza. So what's the fucking difference with the COVID jab, bro? What's the difference with the vaccine? Why are people bitching and fussing and moaning about the fucking vaccine, but yet most of the schools in New Zealand now, your kids have to have the influenza shot to go to school. Right? And the only reason why that is because when the British came and colonized my country, within the first couple of months of us meeting the Caucasian, the British, over 240,000 of my native people were dead due to the flu and other illnesses that came from the Western world. Right? You gotta remember, we didn't have the flu. We never had the cold. How do you get the cold when you live outside? You know what I mean? How the fuck do you get the cold when you live outside, bro? Shit like that. We didn't have none of that. No measles, chicken pox, nothing, bro. No AIDS, no cancer. We didn't have none of that, bro. No alcohol, no nothing. Nothing. Alright? We're natives, island people. All we did was fucking work and eat meat and veggies every day. And our enemies. Yeah, we cannibalize these niggas. But for real though, look, I'm not saying I'm for the vaccine, alright? I've been vaccinated, and do you know what it did? Nothing. I feel fine. Oh, it's a control thing. No one's lifting my arms and making me move and do anything. I'm doing it all myself, bro. But you have to get a booster shot. Yeah, in a few months I've got to go in for 5 minutes. Now tell me this, bro. I'm living proof, right, that the vaccine's not going to kill you, bro. It's not going to kill you, bro. There's been maybe 2 or 3 deaths in the fucking world because of the COVID, bro. Because of the vaccine. But you got to remember, not every fucking medicine is going to be good for everybody, bro. Like, paracetamol. There are some people that can't have paracetamol, but they still put them on the shelves for headaches, right? So obviously there are those people who medically, because of their health conditions and that, like, you know, with the vaccine, they can't have it. But if you ain't one of those people, it's not going to kill you. And how long have y'all niggas been bitching about the vaccine for now? Months, bro. Like it's a fucking year now. Nearly. Right? Do you know what? I stopped thinking about the vaccine as soon as I walked out from getting my fucking jab, bro. So, like, you tell me which life is easier to live. The life where you got to take a 5-minute detour out of your time to go and get a fucking a jab, an injection that's not going to do nothing to you. You know what I mean? It might not even heighten your immune system. But it beats sitting there for 3 months shaking signs and bitching and moaning and fucking stressing yourself out and having something to whinge about every fucking day, all day. I'd rather just get the fucking go and take my 10 minutes out of my time, get the jab, and be done with it, bro. And carry on my life and just forget all about the fucking thing until I have to go back in. Ain't no different than the influenza shots, bro. If you've had the influenza shot, bro, then you might as well go get a vaccine, bro, because what's the fucking difference, bro? Remember, influenza was worse than the fucking COVID, bro. You gotta think about even the like whole fucking races being, you know what I mean, being wiped off the face of the fucking earth because of the flu. Eventually, the COVID shit's gonna be like the flu, right? Now, your body will eventually, after a generation or two, your kids and all of that, bro, will naturally build immune systems, right? They'll just naturally adapt immune systems to battle shit. But my belief is that the vaccine just hurries it along a little bit. That's all. You know what I mean? So come a generation or two down the track, having COVID, it'll have a different name, bro. We're gonna name it something else, bro. I bet you, like the influenza, we just call it the flu. You know what I mean? This technical name's gonna change, and it's gonna become part of the norm. And when you see your mate, you're gonna go, "Oh fuck, did you have the day off, bro?" Yeah, I had the fucking whatever COVID. You know what I mean? I had COVID, bro, and it'd just be like, "Oh fuck that, bro. Sore throat." You know what I mean? Fucking that runny nose and shit. Ooh, fuck that. That's all it'll be, bro. How come the bro isn't turning up to the game this weekend? Oh, bro, he got COVID, but fuck, he's sick. Oh, never mind. You know what I mean? It just be like that, bro. Straight up. Cold, flu, whatever you want to fucking call it. You see how the COVID's now got different grades? Different, whatever they call it? Well, so does the flu. Think about it, so does the flu. First, there was only one type of flu, bro. And then, after so many people's getting it and that, we realised, shit, there's a few different types, bro. Swine flu, fucking, all the different types of flus, bro. And I'm like, and they started, making people, they did exactly what they're doing now, and they made it so you had to go get the influenza shot. Right, but by the time I was born, humans had already built their own immune systems to the shit. So it was then a choice. You know what I mean? At the moment, COVID's still pretty new to the world, bro. COVID's still pretty fucking new to the world. So we're at that stage in a war, like in a war, bro, where the first conflict will be the conflict that we base the future of these conflicts on. Do you know what I mean? So the first conflict will always be the most nervous one. Because you don't know what you're up against. You don't know, you know what I mean? And it's the same with the COVID thing, bro. It was the same with influenza. It was the same with the flu back in the days. Alright? It was the same with that shit. now we're at a stage after generations with the flu that after so many of our parents, grandparents, and all of that getting the influenza shot, it's passed down in our genes, bro. And we now are born with a natural immune system to it. It's not a foolproof one, but you're not going to die from the flu now. Now, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen with COVID, bro. I ain't no fucking medical scientist or anything like that. This is just my own opinion and my own guess, bro. I'm just using logic and pure common sense, bro. You know what I mean? And history. History, common sense, logic, bro. So, we've been through this before, just with a different sickness, but it was just as dangerous, killed you in the same way, you had the same symptoms, pretty much, bro. So, what are they saying now? The flu used to be as dangerous as COVID, but it's so normal now that we're now using the flu symptoms to describe how if we have fucking COVID or not. We're like, right, if you start having flu-like symptoms, you may have COVID. So now the flu ain't shit. Know what I'm saying? Come on, people. Wake up, bro. There are people out there taking days off work to protest. There are people out there that can't go to work. There are people out there that can't travel because they refuse. And it's like, bro, 95% of the country are in favor of the shit. You're the 5% that's not. So the way I see it is just like voting. If the majority have voted yes, the ones that voted no just have to suck it up, bro, and deal with it. Just like you do when you vote another president or a prime minister or something. All right? There's always going to be that group that voted against the grain. What happens when the person they vote for doesn't make office and doesn't get the presidency or the prime minister, whatever? What happens then? Well, nothing. They just have to suck it up and deal with what the majority have voted for. What's the fucking difference here? They're saying, oh, freedom of choice. So what? Should we just throw the voting system out the way then? And let that other 5% that didn't want this prime minister, should we just let them have their own one that can run their shit for them? Majority rules. That's how it's always fucking been in my life, bro. That's how it's been since I was born. I'm 39. So in the 39 years I've been on this planet, there's always been a voting system, bro. And the people whose votes lose out, well, they just have to suck it up. They just got to suck it up, you know what I mean? It's always been that way. When a law gets passed, it gets voted on, doesn't it? All the parties and stuff like that, they vote on that law, and majority rules, bro. That's how it's always been. Same thing with this shit. 95% of the country are in favour of it. You the 5% that are fucking it up. Now, like I said, I'm not for it or against it. I went and got the fucking jab because I live halfway across the country from my family. So, for me to go home and visit my family and shit, I had to go and get that done. Otherwise, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have had it done, but I wouldn't have, but it wouldn't be because I'm against it, it's because I don't give a fuck. It's because I don't give a fuck, and I've never had the influenza jab. I've never had chicken pox, the measles, I'm not allergic to nothing, I ain't got shit, you know what I mean? So yo, I'm just ranting on some random shit. About to light the rest of this joint. But yo, y'all know what it is, Hoodwalk Entertainment, bro, the dopest fucking reaction channel on YouTube. All that across there where those trees are, those were houses, bro. Those were back fences. The homie T-Roy, lived where that pine tree is with my fingers. That would have been his back fence. But now, you wouldn't even, it just looks natural, bro. You wouldn't even think that there were houses there. But after our earthquake, the biggest earthquake on that, like the highest, what do they call it? Now on a scale of fucking, they do them on a scale of 1 to 9, bro. Right, so the biggest earthquake you can get is a 9. I think it's a 9.5 on the Richter scale, right? That's the biggest earthquake you can get. Ours was only 2 off there. Ours was like a 7.4. And we had 2 in a row, bro. We had one in September that was 4.5, and then we had the big one in February, 6 months later. That brought our city to its knees. It's still rebuilding. Look at this. There used to be, well, you just don't see, but just over there used to be a town called Bexley. Now we're talking easy 30 streets. We're talking an easy 30 streets. Wiped out, gone. You know what I mean? And bro, to be honest with you, because I was in jail for the earthquakes, but when I got out 3 weeks after them, and when I got out, like obviously there was no shortage of work, so I went straight into work. I was a digger driver at the time. I got my tracks and shit, right? So I was a digger driver at the time, and I had to come through here and clear a lot of those houses out. And it was sad, bro, because there were families that wanted to come and watch their house be destroyed, bro. And I remember having to bulldoze some houses, bro, and you just felt bad, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, who approved of this? Well, who the fuck approved of it? I understand your grandfather might have built the house with his own hands. I get it. But, bro, the emotional toll it takes on the driver, on the demo crew. Bro, I felt bad, like, you know what I mean? Like the people that had, like our ground crew that had to the interior crew, right? They had to strip the places before you bulldoze them, you know, for scrap, all that kind of shit. Bro, you have these families that own the homes, and they're there watching the whole process every day. They're pulling up, I was crying and shit, and I'm like, I get it, I understand, I'm human, bro. But the emotional toll that takes, it's crazy. I'd pull up in the morning, 7 o'clock, pull up to work, and you'd think, yeah, it's going to be a good day. And then 2 hours later, a family pulls up. Are you doing this house today? And I'm like, yeah, why's that? Oh, this is our house. You don't mind if we sit across the road and watch, do you? Oh, bro, really? Do I have to watch you cry while I destroy your home? Damn. So this here, this grass that we're standing on, this is all people's homes too. Look, there's a street right there. There's a street right there. Out the gate, right? These little houses here too. These little fenced off bits here. See the power poles and shit? Now look, the street lights still come on behind us. Look at this shit. I never noticed this, bro. I've never noticed this. What the fuck? And I live over there. And I've never noticed this. Look. Fucking chicken fatigue. With chicken stuck in my fucking tooth. But yo, it's funny, right? The street lights are on. And look, there's no street. There's no people. And there's fucking no one lives down here in Jane. Fuck, the sky looks blue as fuck. It looks light as fuck on the camera. Damn, it looks light as fuck, bro. But it's not really, bro. It's like, that's why the street lights are on. Bro. Like, what the fuck? Where's night mode on this phone? No, but, 24 minutes I've been talking shit for. And I'm not even live. Ha! Yo. That's a good thing about my videos too. I don't edit shit out. I don't edit, like, cut, but I'll cut something out if it glitched or some shit like that. But, nigga, if I just make a mistake, well, that's just too bad. You know what I mean? We keep it real all the way. But, yo, it's actually like 8:20. It's 8:21. Yo, I love my city, bro. Look at this shit. And if you look at this little tree line here, these were like that's a fence, bro. That's someone's fence, but the trees in their yard have just grown over it. But that's someone's backyard. Well, this one in the middle of the field, because this used to be the roundabout. This used to be a roundabout, bro. Used to be a roundabout there. You wouldn't even think, right? You'd think this was all been here forever. These are big buildings, bro, like six-story buildings over here. Check this one. There's like 6-story buildings behind this fence over here, bro. Like on the other side of this fence used to be all these industrial buildings and shit, like metalworks and, you know what I mean, steel fabricators and shit like that. Now, that ain't shit. It's just big, empty fucking, it's huge and it's empty. It's about as big as this field. And there ain't shit in there. Be a few bodies in there, I reckon. Be a couple of bodies in there, I reckon. See how it's all barbed wired the fuck up. See like it's all barbed wired up and shit. All the way around, bro. So, you know what I mean? If you could get a body over it, the grass is about as tall as me, right through the whole thing. You'd probably get away with it for a while. Just saying, you know. Not like I've thought of it or anything, I'm just saying. Fuck that. What if they find a body in there and then they go and watch my video? What if they find a body and then they go watch my video? No, fuck at that. I don't you fuck. How would you get off that one? There are plenty of people sitting in jail for stupid, what they call it, non-circumstantial evidence. Anyway, y'all know what it is. That's me. I'm out. Here's my crew. Shit, we just walked out of the fucking fields into the shit, like, you know what I mean, into the streets, nigga. Damn, I'm high as fuck too. That joint was good. Anyway, y'all niggas know what's up. Hold on, can tell me to Stay safe, stay dangerous. I'm out. Peace.